But I'm thinking about some ideas for the novel. I know I will do something more like with a separate character, but with an interesting team, you know. Just because
What do you mean by
after the
what do you
second,
mean by
after
separate
the,
character?
it's another character that doesn't really involves around the other characters like the detectives.
Like a spin-off,
Yeah, it's a
a side
spin-off.
character.
Yeah, side character.
I get it. So you are creating one,
Yeah,
and but it's from the same universe,
yeah, same universe.
but they
It's
don't
on the
know each
middle
other.
of second. Don't they don't know.
Interesting. Go on.
And you treat teams like I think I will try to do like metal disorder and
A
probably
mental disorder.
yeah,
He's going to have mental illnesses.
yeah,
Hmm.
because of something that happens on his past.
I
He will
get it.
probably have some family issues about that.
I get it. Do you remember the book I spoke about, uh, Ash and Sand trilogy?
Yeah,
It works with something very interesting because during the first book, there are three different characters, two, three
yeah,
different main characters, and the story is about the three of them, but completely separately, you know?
yeah,
Each one of them uh, in its own place. So there is the prince, there is the beast, there is the priest, you know? But
yeah,
all of them are being developed through the same book, but without even mentioning each other. And eventually,
cool.
they met themselves. They meet each other. They met themselves. And eventually, they meet each other, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. On this spin-off, the the main character of the spin-off, we'll probably meet Jackie, but not the detectives.
He met Jackie, but not the detectives. And how is this encounter going to be?
His encounter, it's more like he will probably chat a little. The main character will probably express himself through Jackie, but nothing more deep. You know, it's
Nothing
more like
deeper.
it's more like how do you say this about in English?
Uh, mm, Desabafar, cara. I don't remember exactly how to say desabafar. Just a sec. Eu sei que aliviar é relief, mas eu tenho quase certeza que é similar, mas eu não tenho, não estou certo.
No problem.
Just a sec, please. To blurt out.
To what?
Blurt out.
Bertolt.
To
You
blurt
will
out.
probably you will probably Bertolt because the character will have some problems with. I would just say it will be another killer, but it will have a more human-like human-like motive for killing.
Okay, so he's also going to be an assassin.
Yeah,
I get it. But he's not a psychopath.
yeah, he's not a psycho.
Okay, I get it. And these reasons are related to his family.
Yeah,
Did he go
not
through some
exactly his
kind of
family.
abuse?
No, it's not exactly for his family. It's more like he had a family by himself. Like he had a girlfriend, you know. In the
Okay.
case, she had a boyfriend.
Oh, it's she.
Yeah, it's she.
Oh, okay. It's not a he, it's a she. I get it.
On this spin-off, I will try to like build a word on build a word of Reaper Call, you know, because Reaper Call is more like there are plenty of gangs on Nevada, and war going on.
Okay, so
So
you're going to develop the world in which
yeah,
Reaper Call develops its story,
yeah,
but you're not going to do it in the Reaper Call's book. You're going to do it through the spin-off.
yeah. That is on the universe of Rupert.
I get it. Very interesting idea, buddy. Very interesting idea. And
Because
do
Rupert Call in itself doesn't really talk about war, you know. They
mm-hmm.
try to, how can
It's
we say,
it's more like
um, yeah,
the consequences of the war.
yeah.
I
And
get
I
it.
will probably make this spin-off maybe a part of chapter 3, or I will probably just say that it's a spin-off separately, you know.
Okay,
I'm
I
thinking
get it.
about that.
And but in the end, the main course of this universe is the Reaper Call.
Yeah, the Rupert Call.
I get it. Nice, very interesting. It's canonic, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and what about Reaper Core exactly? Are you going to write both stories at the same time?
Not at the same time. We'll probably write the spin-off first because it's something more short.
Shorter.
It's shorter,
Something
so it's
shorter.
easier to write, you know.
Oh, I
And
get
I
it.
have some ideas because I like to represent a team, but on a way that is pretty
In
distorted,
a
and
way.
you have to like in a way that is pretty distorted, and you have to like pay really much attention to understand it.
You like to describe a team, but in a way that it is hard to understand. You mean hard to understand the characters?
Yeah, because the characters are pretty deep, you know.
I
At
get
least not really, really deep. I don't think like Delta is a deep character. It's like it's more an understandable character and relatable.
okay. But you are trying to build the layers of your characters. Some of them will
Yeah,
have deeper layers, other will have just superficial layers, but in the end you are working on it, right?
yeah, exactly.
I get it. Describing and working on the characters. Very interesting, man. And other than writing and drawing, buddy, what are you planning?
Planning. I don't have any plans yet, but I will probably like play an RPG with my friends sometime on this week. Not this week, on this month.
In this month?
In this month, because I gave the idea of my friend of making an RPG, and he really liked the idea because we already did some others, but we never finished it.
And what do you mean by making an RPG? You are going to play it like Dungeons and Dragons?
No, we will play how can I say an own system. It's a pretty simple system, but it's more like a joke with our friends, you know. It's like I could say something more. I don't know how to say it, but something like we do often.
So
Like it,
you are developing and playing it on the computer, on the
no, I'm
PC?
just playing it. It's my friend that is developing it.
Oh, your friend is
I
developing it?
just yeah, I will play as an character. I'm not the master.
Okay, I get it. But you're creating a digital game?
Not digital. It's more like we do tickets. He reads it, and we have abilities,
Yeah,
passive.
pretty much like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, we because all of the RPGs are pretty much the same, you know.
Yeah.
But I like it pretty much.
No, but by
And
when I say it's like Dungeons and Dragons, I mean that because you are playing it live on, you know?
yeah, we are. Yeah,
I get it. Very good. All right. And how long have you been working on this game?
it's not exactly a game, you know. It's more like something we do. I no, I always think the game is more easier to
Yeah,
understand.
it's a game, but it's not a digital game, but it's not a
Yeah, it's
video
not a
game, but it's a
digital
game.
game. It's more like a simple game.
Yeah.
What was your question, I forgot.
Yes?
What was your question?
No, how long has it been since you started developing this game?
Not even a week.
It's been not even a week. Okay, nice. You and your friends are very engaged, right?
Yeah, we are. We already did all of our tickets. I think there's only one person to do it now.
And you are playing by yourself?
What do you mean?
You guys are all playing by yourselves?
Yeah, yeah.
How many of you?
How many? One, two, three. I think there are like 5 or 4 people.
Five or four people. Do all of them have the same tastes as you?
Similar. It's pretty similar.
Pretty similar tastes. Okay. How long have you known them?
No, I think it's more than 3. No, wait. I met them on probably 4 years.
4 years ago. Okay, nice. And have they already read your novel?
I didn't show them.
You didn't show it to them. Why not?
I
Haven't you
didn't.
ever showed it to
No, no.
anyone?
There's one person. There's one person that I showed it, but the other ones I didn't because I don't know. I don't have a reason to really show it. I just say that I write a bit.
But you don't necessarily tell them what you are writing.
Yeah, I just showed it to one person and he liked it.
People people will always like your story because it's a good story. Of course, you need to work on a few things if you want to publish it sometime, you know?
Yeah,
Uh,
like what?
yes?
Like what?
Well, the structure of your sentences may be a little bit off right now, but I believe it's because right now you haven't studied and learned everything you need to learn about grammar specifically, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You need to work a little bit on your grammar. So the story is good. The characters are good. It is very catchy. When I was reading it, I got curious about what was going to happen. But you need to work a little bit on your grammar skills. But it's something that's going to happen naturally, and even you may even ask an artificial intelligence to do that for you if you want, you know, just to
okay,
organize the structure and correct grammar mistakes, you
okay,
know. Nowadays people do it a lot, but if I were you, I'd like to learn a little bit more about it, but you can use artificial intelligence for that, you know.
okay.
But of course, buddy, I'm saying that as an English teacher, as someone that reads a lot, you know, if
Yeah,
if it is anybody of your own age, probably they won't even see the mistakes. Okay.
yeah.
All right. And what are your expectations for the next year?
For the next year.
Yeah.
Well, my next year I will probably be so much occupied with, you know, it will be my third year on the high school.
Oh, your third high school year. That's very interesting. This is an important part of your life, buddy. Trust me.
Yeah,
After 18 years old, everything goes by so quickly, you know?
yeah,
It looks like it was yesterday that I had your age, but I'm already 25 years old, you know? It
yeah.
has passed very quickly. Okay,
I can
nice.
imagine it.
And uh, how are you dealing with that? Are you staying with your family? Are you moving out?
But on the next year I will be 17.
No, no, no. Okay, but I'm talking about
Oh, no,
this
no. I
part of your
will
life as a whole,
probably
you know?
I will
Graduation,
probably stay with my
career.
family.
Yes?
I will try to stay with my family as long as I can. I will try to find a job, and when I have money to like buy a house, I will probably move out.
Okay, but are you planning to get hired uh not necessarily on your field before that, before starting graduation, or are you going to wait for when you graduate
I will probably wait till I graduate
to get a
to
job?
yeah to get a job.
Okay, I understand. So you don't want any random job. You don't want to jerk to work just for working.
Like if I can go apply to a job, if I can apply to a job that pays well and I enjoy doing it, like not some random job, I will apply to it. Even if it's not on my area, if it's something that isn't on my interest and I think I can do it, I will probably apply for it.
And is your family supporting you in your choices?
Yeah, they are. My sister supports me.
Your sister supports you. What about your father?
My father, I don't I don't really tell them that much thing, you know. I don't chat often with my dad. I just chat with him with a pretty important thing, you know. But more like something like diary, you know. It's not nothing like from the future.
Okay, you don't really tell him what you are going to do.
No, I told him that what I seek for a job, and he liked it.
Nice, very good. It's very important to have the support of your family, especially when you are trying some field of work that is uh, different from what people are used to, you know?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
need to believe in yourself. Is usually in yourself. Usually, when we look around us, we don't see many graphic designers or many software developers. Especially for me here in the south of Minas Gerais, you don't see many entrepreneurs, English teachers, né? Professores de inglês empreendedores. You don't see people who you can relate to, you know.
yeah.
So it is
And
very easy to misunderstand it by uh, just not being something worth doing. Do you understand?
yeah, another thing, I will probably try to do one course of animation because I really enjoy animation.
Nice, buddy. Nowadays, if you learn how to use the internet and social media in your favor, you know, if you learn how to
Yeah,
create good stories, good animation, good sketches, good reels, good stories, good shorts, and all of this stuff, uh, it is it is very possible that you're going to be hired even before you start college if you do your course, you know?
yeah,
Especially if it is
and
graphical designing and if it is something you can use not only for drawing characters, but also for drawing other stuff, you know, like the plant of a house, you know, the framework of a house or something like that.
yeah. Another thing, I have a PDF that I have to read of animation, and I think that I've read it a bit after getting the PDF. It says that it will try to teach you how to animate on Blender.
How to animate
You know
what?
it? How to animate on Blender software.
Oh, on Blender. Nice. So you're going to learn it reading the PDF?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But
but I will try to do something
trust
more
me,
like
it is
practical.
not it is nice to get some kind of certificate, but you
Yeah,
can learn anything you want on your own,
yeah,
you
of
know?
course.
You just need
Yeah,
patience and you need to look for it. But there are so much content available on the internet nowadays that is, well, it's just such a waste not to use it in your favor, you know?
yeah,
Okay, nice. So you have very good plans, buddy. At your age, I didn't even think about what I was going to do. I finished college and started coursing uh, uh, an enterprise management,
yeah,
but it wasn't really my thing, and I quit it. And after 2 years, after 4 years, when I was already 22 years old, I started my actual course. You know.
yeah,
So, well, you have time, but you are already very well guided. You know.
yeah. Also, I have the two tokens on my phone. If you want, I can send them. I can send them.
Oh, please. I'm very curious. Who are they?
Who are they? The protagonist of another story that is the picture.
The picture.
Yeah.
The name of the story is The
Another,
Picture.
no, the story. The name of this. No, wait. What did you say?
The name of the story is The Picture because you said it's a
Yeah,
character of another story, The Picture.
yeah, yeah. It is.
The Picture is the name. Is it a horror story or a
Oh,
thriller?
horror. No, it isn't.
Every time people tell me something related to pictures, I think about horror movies and ghosts. You know,
But it isn't. The picture is actually fantasy thingy. You know, it's more fantasy.
it's more of a fantasy book. Nice,
Yeah.
very
Also,
interesting.
is on that story that one of the protagonists doesn't have a gender.
I get it. I get it. Isn't that isn't? But have you already started writing it?
No, but I'm thinking about it.
Oh, your mind,
And
your mind is full of creativity, huh?
yeah, I have
You
pretty
have a
much
lot of
characters in
things
there.
on your mind, buddy.
For your perception, I have a document. Not a document. It's like a note of the characters I will do the next token, and the next token is for the Ultragonist. I think it's the Ultragonist that I should say it because
What is it?
I forgot what is in the Ultragonist, but he's a pretty important person for the story. The next token.
I get it. What you said is the name of him.
No, the name of him is Vernai. Also, this story is all of the characters are inspired by or another story like Red Hood or even Lovecraft like Shub-Niggura.
I get it. But do you believe drawing your characters help you in imagining their story and the way they behave? Do you believe it's a part of your uh, creative process?
Yeah, because when you do a design of a character, it have to like have sense with the character, you know.
Have?
It has to I forgot the words.
It needs to make sense.
It needs to make sense for the character. Because if you do like the I could say the representation of war and he wears casual clothes, how can you even think about he's war the war
Oh,
the king
so
of war, you know?
you mean that it needs to match the story?
Yeah, it needs to match the story, match the character, in and have sense with the character, because
And make
if it
sense.
doesn't, if it doesn't, it will probably like be strange to readers, you know.
Mm-hmm. I
Also,
get
I
it.
sent you the tokens I did.
But I'm not going to open it now. Oh no, I'm recording only this screen.
Okay.
Oh, very interesting. It's already colored.
Yeah, it is.
The first one is a woman or a man?
The wait, which one?
The one
The
with
purple
horns.
haired or the gray haired?
The black haired with horns.
The It's a gray is purple actually. It's a girl.
Oh, it's a girl. It looks like a girl. Okay. It is interesting because you don't focus very much on extreme features like big boobs, huge muscles, you know? I feel like it's something of a some kind of a uh how can I say? It's kind of fancy nowadays to create very extreme characters, you know?
Yeah, actually, the purple haired one has an characteristic involving her boobs. She hides what is the name of it? Confetti on them
Oh,
because it's something like,
to make
you
them
know.
bigger.
Yeah, but it's not to make them bigger. It's like an pockets, like pocket sand.
Pocket. She uses her bra as a pocket.
Yeah, it's a pretty silly feature that I gave to her because she has 17, and I don't appreciate sexualizing things, you know. So
Yeah.
she uses her bra as an pocket for confetti. When she
Nice.
gets on trouble, she throws confetti at the enemy and runs away.
I now I understand what you mean. So she uses it as a pocket for the confetti, so she can use it as some kind of defense.
Yeah,
I
even though she has three weapons,
Is she strong?
depends.
It depends. It depends on what. Depends
Depends on
on who
which
you are
weapon she's using.
comparing her to.
The protagonist, Hanzo, that is the gray haired.
He is overpowered.
On long term of the story, he is overpowered, but on the state that I drew him, he isn't. Not as much.
I get it.
Because the system of the picture is complicated because it's based on words.
Based on words, you
Yeah,
mean
like
the what their techniques are based on words.
yeah, like there are poems, there are dramas. Dramas are the weapons, but all of the techniques are based on phrases, like
Sentences or
uh,
phrases.
are based on sentences. Like wind of the wind of the storm will hit your leg. Probably this is a thing that called karma. Karma is something that on battle will happen after time or won't happen. It depends on the belief of the enemy. It's a pretty complicated thing, but it's pretty different.
So you could call this process as casting, right?
Yeah, it's a casting.
They are
When you cast
casting
it,
they are casting some kind of magic or some kind of curse.
yeah, it's like a curse. This I could say it's a curse. When they cast it, the enemy has to guess if it is true or false. If they don't believe it, probably the karma will affect them. If they believe it, they can like dodge it on
Oh,
some way.
if they don't believe it, it is going to work.
Yeah,
So they need to believe in it to get away.
yeah. And there's another thing that is pretty similar, but it's called Fabio. that does the same thing but on reverse.
So if you don't believe in it, it
You're
is going
safe.
to kill you. It is going. It is. If you don't believe it, you're safe.
Yeah, if you believe it, you're
Does
cooked.
what was it inspired in Jujutsu Kaisen somehow? Because these things about cursed energy and stuff reminds me of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Like it's not exactly like energy, you know. It's more like based on the creativity of the being, like Hansel itself. He has a pretty big arsenal of words. He's a pretty creative, and all of the battles are like when they say like on direct attack, like I don't have an example right now, but they can use their dramas to inflict damage to others. The
They
dramas are the weapons.
hmm
Like
Okay.
all of the dramas are more defensive. Like none of the another thing is there are offensive dramas, but most of them are defensive.
hmm Okay, and how do the character use it as a weapon for a fight? It's like a conversation?
Yeah, it's like a conversation, but with fight in the middle. Like they conversate and they fight.
I get it. Interesting. So
There
they
are
need to
there
they
are
they
another
need
way to inflict damage, like fake dramas. When someone doesn't have a drama to use, they can use another weapon called fake dramas. They do pure damage. It's pure damage, and the defense of them is pretty low, pretty low.
so they can be only used for offense.
Yeah, most of them are only used to offense.
But the regular drummers can be used for
Both.
defense as well. Mostly
Yeah,
they are mostly used for defense.
yeah, because there is something more like type advantage for from Pokemon. There's something exactly like that on the picture, but it's more complex, I could say.
What about the Fabio?
Fabio, yeah,
What is
Fabio
it?
is a cast. Is a cast.
It is a casting.
Yeah, it's a casting.
It's like magic, or is it still a curse?
More a curse because it's something that will happen long term.
It is more offensive or defensive?
Fabio could be used for both because all of those things can be used for both.
But
Because you have to form a sentence to counter another one.
does everybody use Fabulous and Dramos, or you can only use one of them at a time or per user?
You can use plenty of them. There are like seven powers. No, there are chains, there are poems, there are fabules, there are karmas, there are dramas, there
Nice,
are
different kinds of writing. Very interesting.
yeah. There are another one that I forgot. I think it
Issei,
is
redação.
yeah, it could be. It could be. But it counts, I think.
Nice, man. Very
All of
cool.
them have different purposes. Like poems are like direct attacks, like a slash,
You don't need to
and I don't
rhyme.
know. Yeah, you don't need exactly to rhyme. You just have to say like, oh, funny slash and a slash.
I get it.
Some of them can even summon other things, you know, like the hammer of justice. You can summon a hammer or around your drum
So
because there are dramas that are like, for example, Red Hood drama. It
now,
is a single bullet.
Red Hood drama.
Yeah, because Red Hood is a character, but the drama of it, the weapon, is literally just a bullet.
Okay, and is there any relation? Like you call one of them a fabule, the other you call drama, the other you call poem. Is there any relation between the name and the skill and the outcome of the skill?
No, I don't really thought about that because I just thought it would be so cool to do something like more poems,
Now,
because the
I believe
picture is more literal.
I believe you have given a reason for saying the names of your skills and your attacks out loud. Because in any other story or any other manga or light novel, the characters scream the names of their attacks when they are fighting, right? But
Yeah,
there's no
actually,
reason for that.
I know that. Yeah, I know that because it's a pretty dumb thing to do. But the
But
picture is around that.
it's around screaming the name of the ability. It's
Yeah,
part of the.
you don't really need to scream. You just need it to, like, if the other character can hear it, it can happen. Poems, not exactly they need to hear it. If you, like, if you just say the name, you can already use it. If you know the poem, you can already use it.
What?
Because I don't really like to the character just scream like
Why don't
their
you
main
use?
attack.
Why don't you use yourself or at least a character inspired in yourself uh, as the protagonist of the story? Because I can imagine a young teenager who likes to read, write, and play games, and he discovers a power related to words. This is a very interesting plot, you
Wait,
know?
so you're asking me why do I don't do self insert?
Yeah, why don't you insert yourself into your stories? I feel like your characters are so different from you.
Bro, I hate self insert. I evicted so much because all of the self inserts that I've seen, like Velma, uh I don't really read it, but I forgot the name, Rent a Girlfriend. Man, I hate self inserts because all of the self inserts are like, oh, I am superior, oh, I am so cool for being myself. Because no one really likes to do the reality. If I was on the picture, I would probably get smashed. I won't live too long on the picture because I wouldn't understand the power system.
I get it. Nice. So it's not really for you in this case.
Yeah, I don't like self insert. I really despise it.
Despise.
Despise self inserts. I don't like it.
I get it. Okay,
Like
interesting.
I can do my personality around the character, but not myself as a character.
No, no, no. Not necessarily yourself as a character, but just inserting some of you in it. You know?
I do it just a bit, but nothing like very deep. I just do it just a bit. Like there are some characters that I do like some action of the character is more like something that I would do.
Oh, okay, I get it. So there's small parts of you in each character.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think it makes the character pretty human like. Because if you only do characters with the same personality, it starts to get annoying.
If you only make
Like, You
characters
can
or create
you can
characters.
you can look at Reaper Call and tell the difference about the characters.
Yes, can you repeat?
You can look at Reaper Call and see the difference about the characters.
And their personalities.
Yeah, their personalities are pretty different. Their appearance are pretty different. I think the only appearance that is kind of similar is Agami and Scarf because Agami has the only difference between Agami and Scarf that is Agami has small eyes and Scarf doesn't.
Is he Asian?
No, he isn't.
He's not necessarily Asian, it's just a feature.
Yeah, it's just a feature.
I
Even
get
though
it.
his name is Japanese, he's from Finland.
Why is his name Yagami?
because this character Agami, I had it on pretty long term. Like I had it since 2020, and
Uh,
I just feel like Agami is a pretty unique name, and I really liked it. It's like Scarafelio. Scarafelio is a pretty unique name.
I get it. So we need to take care when we do assumptions about your story because there's not really a relation between our logic and the logic of the book you are writing, right?
Yeah,
So
because I can do this story with logic, but the characters' names, their nationality, not on their exact knowledge.
you are choosing the ones you like the most.
Yeah, like the on the Ripper Call. Ripper Call is on USA, but
It's
Scarf is from
in.
Spain. It's in USA, but Scarf is from Spain. Simon is from Finland. Agami is from Finland. The only ones that are from United States are Delta and Dante.
And they are all working as cops in US.
Yeah,
You have to explain that, buddy.
I will. Don't worry, because Agami and Simon has served voluntarily for the USA war. Scarf just went to USA for better condition. Delta worked at Chicago, but
In
she went to
Chicago.
Nevada. In Chicago, but she went to Nevada. And Dante just lives around Nevada, like he lives in California.
Hmm. I still
Like his
believe
house
this
is on
story. I
California.
still believe this story could happen in Brazil, man. Because
I
one
don't.
day when you publish it, you're going to get famous, you know?
Yeah,
And when you are famous, I would like to hear that a Brazilian writer became famous with a story happening in Brazil, you know? It's
don't worry.
but it's
If
personal.
Ripper
It's
Call gets
personal.
famous, I will do another version on Brazil.
It's totally personal, buddy, but I believe I would feel a little bit more proud of being Brazilian as well.
Actually, did you know Jackie was supposed to be Russian?
No, I didn't know that, of course.
But
Why?
Jackie was supposed to be Russian. Man, who else who else just wanted to kill everybody for no reason besides Russians?
I get it. I get it. But uh, in this case, you could say that she had a pretty bad life in Russia and came to US for some reason, or did you
Yeah,
leave
but
this idea behind?
yeah, I Jackie doesn't have an exact nationality, but her her appearance looks like an Asian people. Look like more Asian.
Okay, she
Even
looks
though she
Asian.
doesn't have an exact nationality.
It is pretty interesting how much influence of many different aspects of culture of this century and this generation I can see on your stories, you know.
Yeah,
I think it's not on purpose, but I can see many influences there. And it's very
you think
good because
filters.
that's how you make good stories, you know,
Yeah,
building
also
building on top of the good stories behind you.
also the picture has a god that created all of the universe of the picture. The god is called Kemi, and there's a characteristic on the picture that is pretty interesting. This god doesn't understand humans. He
Ah,
took a
como
human.
você tá falando da história, você vai dizer in, tá? A
Okay,
characteristic in the picture.
and a characteristic in the picture is Kemi, the alter god of the story, don't know how humans work. She took a human as inspiration to do Hansel and to write other characters and have a personality. Because if she wrote all the picture by herself, she wouldn't go it. She wouldn't like it. And there's something that is I at least think is funny because it's something more like of the character, the god itself. The god is racist.
The god is racist. I got it. So, but
because
in this case, this god is racist. Racist against whom? Because, well, if
humans.
it is another world with another god, probably there will be other kinds of people, right? Other races.
She's racist against humans, principally Afro descendants.
Okay.
Nonetheless, the picture doesn't have any black characters, even though I would like it pretty much.
Yes.
But
Can
it's
you
like a rule. It's like a rule that I would like to do it.
repeat, please?
Kemi, the god, doesn't like humans at all.
Okay.
Principally, principally,
Mainly
mainly Afro descendants, because it's
Afro-descendant
different from him. She's a really racist
being.
person. She's a really racist being. And the picture doesn't have any black character. Even though some of the characters I would like pretty much to do it. It's more like a rule that I applies for the picture.
Okay, because of this god.
Yeah, because of this
To
god, I
stay
can
to
do it.
stay in touch with the logic of the story.
Yeah, like Hansel. mm, for being real, Hansel is not one of them because Hansel is more like interpretation, if you want. Because Hansel doesn't have a gender, it doesn't have a color. So you interpret him as you want.
You interpret.
You interpret him as you want.
I got it.
That's because he doesn't have a face and he wears gloves.
I got it. So he's not a person. He's a being. He's a thing.
He's a thing. He's a thing.
A conscious thing.
A conscious thing. And he's actually the protagonist. Like he has a gender, but depends on how you interpret him. It's
It's personal.
it's personal.
So
It's like Deltarune.
you could say he's not sexualized in any manner.
Yeah, he isn't sexualized in any manner.
Interesting. I would like to see what it's going to get, you know? Very interesting, buddy. Okay. I had separate the fourth video of the hero's journey, but we got involved in the conversation, so that's it. It was a good class. 55 minutes of English conversation is not for everybody, you know. At least not
Yeah.
for every Brazilian. So congratulations on that. You're doing pretty great, buddy. Okay.
Thank you.
So that's it for today, my friend. I hope you have enjoyed this class and see you next week. Have a good weekend, buddy. Bye. Good
Bye.
night.